What kind of plant survives where almost nothing else can? Why would a stem arm itself with hundreds of needles, not just to defend, but to dominate an entire landscape? And how can something so hostile become a hidden ally to insects, animals, and even humans? Welcome to MyMicroSafari. This is nature closer than you've ever seen. In the sun-scorched margins of dry grasslands and mountain foothills grows a plant most travelers avoid. At first glance, it appears aggressive, armored with spines and built like a botanical fortress. This is a wild thistle, likely belonging to the Asteraceae family, one of the largest and most evolutionarily successful plant families on Earth. But behind this intimidating exterior lies a masterclass in survival, a plant engineered by millions of years of natural selection to thrive where water is scarce, soils are poor, and grazing animals are relentless. Look closely at the stem. Each spine is not random. It is a modified leaf structure designed to discourage herbivores while reducing water loss. The slightly hairy surface helps reflect sunlight and traps a thin layer of air, preventing dehydration in extreme heat. Its root system often extends deeper than expected, tapping into underground moisture long after seasonal rains have vanished. And when flowering season arrives, the plant produces vibrant purple or pink blooms, a dramatic contrast to its otherwise severe appearance. These flowers are biochemical factories, rich in nectar and pollen. What seems like a hostile plant is, in reality, a thriving ecological hub. Bees detect its flowers from remarkable distances. Butterflies land carefully between the spines. Even specialized beetles evolve to live exclusively on thistles. In landscapes where floral diversity is limited, thistles can become critical feeding stations, supporting pollinators that entire ecosystems depend on. Remove the thistle, and the ripple may travel farther than we imagine. Most grazing animals learn quickly to respect the thistle. Yet paradoxically, some birds use its fibers to build nests, while others feed on its seeds. Certain mammals will even consume young shoots before the spines fully harden, timing their meals with botanical precision. This is not a story of avoidance, but of balance. For centuries, humans have had a complicated relationship with thistles. Farmers often see them as invasive competitors. Yet traditional medicine tells another story. Many thistle relatives contain antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds. Some species have been studied for liver-supporting properties, while others show antimicrobial potential. Modern science continues to investigate these chemical arsenals, reminders that today's weed may become tomorrow's medicine. Perhaps the thistle teaches us something fundamental about life in extreme environments. Survival is rarely gentle. Resilience often looks like resistance. And sometimes the harshest forms protect the most delicate processes like pollination, regeneration, and biodiversity. So the next time you pass a thorny plant in a forgotten landscape, look again. You may not be seeing a weed, but one of nature's quiet strategists. This was MyMicroSafari. If you want to see more of the unseen, subscribe. At the edge of a quiet river, a thorny plant stands like a fortress. But hidden among its spines is a world few humans ever notice. A miniature battlefield, a farm, and a fragile alliance that has been evolving for millions of years. Welcome to MyMicroSafari. This is nature, closer than you've ever seen. On the damp banks of flowing rivers, life grows fast. Floodwaters enrich the soil, sunlight reflects off the water's surface, and plants compete fiercely for space. To survive in such a demanding environment, this thorny plant has developed sharp spines, a powerful defense against grazing animals. Yet these thorns do more than protect. They create tiny pockets of shelter, blocking wind and trapping moisture. And within these protected spaces, a hidden society begins to reveal itself. Look closer. What appears to be a quiet stem is actually alive with movement. Under magnification, clusters of aphids emerge, soft-bodied insects no bigger than a grain of sand. Using needle-like mouthparts, they tap directly into the plant's vascular system, drinking the sugar-rich sap that fuels their rapid reproduction. A single female can produce multiple offspring without mating, allowing entire colonies to appear almost overnight. But where there is abundance, there is opportunity. Soon, the guards arrive. Ants move swiftly across the plant, navigating the maze of thorns with precision. They are not here by accident. They are drawn by honeydew, a sweet liquid released by the aphids after feeding. Watch closely, and you may see an ant gently stroking an aphid with its antennae, triggering a fresh droplet of sugar-rich food. This is no random encounter. This is partnership. The ants harvest the honeydew as a reliable energy source, and in return, they defend the aphids with remarkable aggression. Predators are chased away before they can attack. In essence, the ants are farming, and the aphids are their livestock. For the plant, however, this relationship is complicated. Aphids slowly drain its nutrients, weakening growth. Yet the presence of territorial ants can discourage larger herbivores. Nature rarely deals in absolutes. Instead, it operates through balance, a constant push and pull between cost and survival. Beyond this tiny drama, the plant itself plays a critical ecological role. Its roots grip the riverbank, stabilizing the soil against erosion caused by flowing water. During heavy rains, this natural barrier helps prevent the land from washing away. Many thorny riverside plants also produce defensive chemicals, compounds scientists study for their potential antibacterial and antioxidant properties. What evolved as protection for the plant may one day contribute to human knowledge. But perhaps the greatest reminder this plant offers is perspective. Because on a structure smaller than a branch, entire communities organize, cooperate, defend territory, and fight for survival. A world within a world. You just need to look closer. This was MyMicroSafari. If you want to see more of the unseen, subscribe.